Welcome back to the One Step Journey podcast, episode 14. 14. I almost said what the old title was, but we got it right. We're still boys for life, but titles change. We're still boys. Titles change.
Yes.
And we're back,
here,
though.
Episode 14.
Yeah. Great day here. We're in a new location. We are live on
Twitch.
We are here live on Twitch. Big shout out to Marquise, first of all.
Big shout out Marquise Jenkins, the GOAT.
Gave us the idea.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's
dropped some really good nuggets.
Oh my gosh, phenomenal. And I know Jeffrey's been, and we'll talk more about it on the pod, but he's been live streaming a lot lately.
Yeah,
so we'll kind of hold it there for now, but we'll hold that
there. Live streaming on Twitch. We are live on Twitch right now. This is our first live podcast.
Yeah. This is crazy.
It took us 54 episodes.
It's better late than never, right?
Better late than never.
100%. Chapter 2, we're back.
Chapter 2.
So, but yeah, man, we're back. Welcome back. Thank you for taking another step with us today. It is, a cloudy, beautiful Sunday. We're here.
Sunday, the Lord's Day. We're feeling good, man. We've already crushed and earned the day.
Yeah, we're good, dude. It's great, man. Smooth sailing from here. It
is definitely smooth sailing, but I definitely wanted to address last episode and everything that happened. Obviously, as you guys know who are listening, there were some technical difficulties. It happened, sadly, but you want to know what? That's life. We roll, we adapt, and we just continue to do what we do. At least I'm grateful we were able to salvage something out of it.
Totally.
Which was still a great episode.
Phenomenal.
Still phenomenal. Amazing guest. I'm just sad that the listeners missed out on her story in the beginning and leading up to where she's at now. But exciting news for them. There's a part 2 coming soon.
Coming.
She'll be back.
She will be back.
The first female guest. It was good.
Literally, yeah. Huge shout out to Bree. Appreciate her hopping on, sharing some wealth of knowledge with everybody. And yeah, there's so much more. Because I know she's got more to her story from what we lost in the episode. But like you said,
there will be a great episode. But that's just what happens when we're outside, man. The sun got a little too hot.
Yeah. Got a little bit too hot.
It got a little too hot. The conversation was too hot. And the sun literally was too hot and the iPad overfroze.
Too hot to handle.
Overheated.
MTV, too hot to handle. We're back.
It is.
It's all good, man. But no, awesome episode last week. If you have not listened to it yet, go check it out. We are on Apple Music, Spotify.
It's just podcast.
Sorry, Apple Podcast. Sorry, I got way ahead of myself there. We're also on Twitch. So check us out. Check out that episode. Phenomenal episode with Bree.
I am kind of curious, guys. Shoot us a message or let us know up until this point, what is your favorite episode been?
Yeah.
Because it made me think of it. I was getting my hair cut. Shout out to Nick Albor in Glen Ellen. I go to him every single week. And he's a recent new listener, right? And he's probably listened to 4 or 5 episodes. He's gone back and listened to some of the older ones in the Boys for Life archives and some of the newer ones on the One Step Journey. And he said so far his favorite one was the William episode, part 1. I don't know if he listened to both. I think he just said the first episode that we did because remember there was back to back. We did back to back part 1 and 2 with William.
Part 1 was at your place in the library, right?
Yep. And then the second
part
one
2 was Cold Tub Chronicles, and then we did it at the table. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was at the townhome.
Okay.
I think that was part 2.
Are you sure it wasn't the other way around?
It might have been. It could have been the other way around. I forgot the order, but
I don't remember the order. But
yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about when we did the Cold Tub.
Yeah, that was
the Cold Tub.
5
That's
minutes.
crazy that was 7 months ago.
It's insane, dude.
It was in January.
It was. Holy cow.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of curious to what is your favorite episode up until this point?
Yeah. I want to know
so many,
dude. I want to know your favorite from the Boys for Life and the One Step Journey. So drop it in the comments. Drop it on social media. Let us know.
I would say probably if you're asking me that question, my favorite's probably Joey D from Boys for Life.
Yeah.
And I would say my favorite from the One Step Journey was either the Winning and Losing or the very first one we did with Chris.
I was just going to say that too. Yeah. I would agree with that.
Those are good.
I like that one. I also like Sticky Relationships is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most popular for the new listeners.
Yeah,
that
I love that one.
Towards.
It's relevant.
Yeah.
It's really relevant.
I actually want to get one of my new coworkers on. I was talking with her about it over the weekend. A Sticky Relationships Part 2 from a female perspective.
Yes, we need that.
We need that.
100%. I want to get let's kind of get both perspectives here. We're about the perspective point of view, and I think that'd be really good. Inequality, absolutely. But
100%. Let's dive into the topic of the day. I think we have a really good one. I know you had kind of alluded to it a little bit, telling them that we're live on Twitch.
Yeah.
How did this come about?
Yeah.
So literally a week ago from right now.
I was in the car when you guys called me
on Sunday. A week ago, My boy Marquise hit me up. Shout out to him. He works over at Top Fashion. Amazing dude, genuine guy. Yeah. Always hooks me up. The plug for shoes as well too. Shout out Top Fashion. But you know, I met up with him downtown Naperville. We went over to Empire and we started talking. He was asking me about what we're doing to promote the podcast and just in general. And he talked about live streaming on Twitch and Kick. And, you know, was kind of telling me too, like, you know, outside of the podcast to start live streaming, you know, workouts and things of that nature. And you know me, dude, when I get an idea in my head, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Right?
For sure.
So literally like 2 days later, I brought my tripod and my phone.
Boom.
Made an account, live streamed a workout.
Crazy.
And it was actually so much fun that I've done it like 3 times now. Live streamed a couple times playing X Defiant. And here we are now live streaming the first podcast.
Which is crazy, dude.
This is going to be something that we continue to do. Yeah. It's fun. It's just another way to get content out there. Yeah. And just, you know, open eye into our lives. And
Completely.
Like what we're doing.
Completely.
Yeah.
Well, and and I think it's popular nowadays, right?
The live streaming.
It is. I mean, people do it all the time, but
Shout out chat.
Yeah.
Shout out chat,
baby. But it's cool. But it's also like I'm excited too because it's another step for you in your journey, right?
Yeah.
We have our
and us,
right? We have our journey, and then we have our own personal journeys too. So it's cool to see that journey for you as you take that next step, and it's gonna be cool to see where it goes.
It's honestly cool too. Like I'm not gonna lie to you because you know I've streamed now probably 3 workouts in the last 7 days or 6 days, whatever, and I've watched them all, and I've never really been able to like from a third eye watch working out, right? Obviously, I've recorded some sets or whatever it is and things of that nature, and I've recorded some cool exercises, but I've never actually been able to like go back from a different perspective, right, the camera, and watch a whole workout. And it's funny and it's kind of entertaining just to hear the boys' conversation, right, and see us hit sets and push each other and that kind of stuff. It's cool. It's entertaining in my opinion.
Dude, for sure.
Like me and Lucas did a shoulder day yesterday. Shout out Luke. And then we went to Tropical, picked up some smoothies, grabbed some burgers. You saw my story. Went crazy on the grill with the burgers.
Went hard, dude.
And then we went upstairs and we watched the stream.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, this is actually kind of funny.
It's cool. It's funny.
It is, and it's entertaining.
It is, man. Well, and I like that with like our podcast too. Go back on YouTube and just check out some of the podcasts we've done
or whatever it is.
Right, and it gives you a different perspective. Like for me, I first of all, I at times dislike how I sound and talk. Before I was always saying and like and so and all those filler words, but it allows you to, like you said, see things from a different perspective, learn. It's like watching tape when you play sports. Yeah. Right? Go back and rewatch it. Maybe something you can learn that you could take and you can keep evolving, which I think is cool from my vantage point.
So he asked me, this is a 2-part question. Do you like the way that your voice sounds? And B, do you listen to every episode that we record?
You're asking me that?
I'm asking you that.
I hate how my voice sounds. I'll tell you that right now. And I don't listen to every episode. I get to it, but I haven't like listened to it as they come out. Yeah, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Right? So I have listened to almost all of them, but I haven't listened. There's a handful I know that I haven't listened to. And I'm trying to think of why that is. Maybe it's because I don't like how my voice sounds. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. It could be that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He asked me both those questions yesterday, and I would say to answer the first part, do I like the way that my voice sounds? I think now having a podcast, I've gotten used to it.
For sure.
Right? I've gotten used to it, and obviously I just got a bunch of videos on my phone and stuff of just interactions and whatever it is that we do. So over the years, I've gotten more used to it. I don't mind it. I've been told I have like a broadcasting radio voice.
You definitely
voice.
do.
I think you do too. People can listen to us and it's soothing, right? With the second one, to be honest, I don't listen to them all.
Yeah.
The reason is because I get too in my head. Because I'm like, oh fuck, like here I should have said this.
Totally.
Or I should have done that. And then it makes me kind of like not be dissatisfied by it, but I'm just like, I could have sounded better. I sound like an idiot here or whatever, versus like just coming on here and just letting it rip.
You're right.
And also too, like we're living it, right? Like we're sitting here doing this.
Totally.
And I've listened to a bunch of them, but I have not listened to all of them.
Yeah, no, me either. And I,
which is fine.
I was just going to say, I think that is okay because the more we get in our head, the more it's not going to be organic.
I don't want to overthink it.
We can't. We got to just be us, right? Sure, we can listen to it. I like listening to it because there's a lot of nuggets we've dropped, and if I'm having a rough day, I'll go back and listen to X, Y, and Z episode, get that perspective. Because a lot of what we preach, it's like, hey, let's push through. How can you get through this? We need that.
We need that in life.
Let's go back and go listen to it. Like what I'm telling.
I do like that, but then also too, like if I'm in a rut, right? Like I'll just call you on the phone and we'll have a conversation, or I'll talk to like my dad or somebody, right? And
Completely.
I don't know.
No, for sure.
That's just my opinion.
There's no right or wrong reason.
Yeah.
We're just sharing, I think, just some insight behind the scenes.
I will say I'm probably more prone to listening to the episodes with guests.
Me too.
Just because there's a little bit of a different variable.
Way different, yeah.
It's way different, right? Because obviously, you know, we talked about it with Bree before we started up the last pod. When we bring guests on, it's more so the focus is on them. Mm-hmm. It's not us, right? We've done, out of this is what, 54. We've probably had 10 guests, so we've done, 44. Let's just say 40 to 44 episodes of just us.
Yeah.
And then obviously the other ones, but it's more focused on them, right? And so sometimes I will go back and listen to it just to hear the other person's perspective.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Which we love, and that's what that's what it's about, right? Which I love. I love that question by Lucas too.
It is good.
That's a great question.
Do you like the sound of your voice?
Yeah, I like those questions. I want more questions like that from people. I really do. I mean, if you have any other questions, let us know.
I want to get him on the pod.
We need him on the pod.
But it's weird because obviously everything is different. Like hearing my voice right now talking sounds different than if I listen to the podcast or if I go back and watch the stream. In my head, my voice will sound different.
Oh, completely. Right? I'm listening to how I sound. No, right.
But I got to get out of my head.
Yeah.
You know, but going back to what we were talking about, like with the live streaming,
yeah.
I was talking with Luke about it. I was like, it's crazy. All it takes is one stream or something like that to blow up to the point where my life could be completely different. Our lives could be completely different in a year.
By just doing something.
That's it. Who knows?
I don't.
Like one nugget we drop or one interaction out in public or something could go viral and then things could change. That's not 100% even why I'm doing it. I just want to have fun. I just want all that. I'm not doing it for that, but it could just be a cause that happens by doing it.
Well, yeah, the result of going through the process.
Going through the process.
That's all that it is. Yeah. That's just like a job you do too, right? Like obviously you have to do a job, you have to provide for yourself, but you work hard enough, you get rewarded.
Yeah.
Just like if we work hard with this, doing something you love, we're gonna get naturally rewarded at the end of it, whatever that may be. Who knows? Yeah. But it's cool though. It's exciting to talk about though, to see where this could evolve to. 100%.
I have a question for you that I was having a conversation when I was doing a ride along with Alexa, our new hire, and we were grabbing a bite and we were just having a conversation just about life while we were eating before we got back to work. And I kept telling her that, you know, the question is, do you think that you're more of an introvert or an extrovert?
I am an extrovert.
Are you?
I feel like I'm a hybrid, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah?
I think a hybrid. I think it depends. It really does. Because for me, if I have a lot of output, like, for example, if I have like a long week of work, I want to just chill.
Yeah.
Like some people will get recharged by being around other people.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes I need to be I like to be a homebody.
Yeah.
But sometimes I like to go out and I like to be an extrovert. I like to talk to people. I like to go interact with others. So I would actually say I'm a hybrid, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think you lean more towards?
Definitely a extrovert.
Like a 60-40, 70-30?
70-30.
Okay.
I'd say 70-30.
What is like your definition of an extrovert and an introvert?
What's my definition of an extrovert? Someone who's outgoing, just starts random conversations, whether you're in the grocery line, you're out and about, you say hi to someone, you want to talk to people, you can just start a conversation with someone randomly at the park.
Yeah.
Just having good energy. I think good energy. I would say it's my Cliff Notes version of what I think an extrovert
like an extrovert is?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you now? Well, or unless you want to answer, you can continue
100%.
where your thought is.
I was just, because she was so taken aback, I honestly think I'm an introvert.
Really?
Yeah. I don't necessarily think an introvert extrovert is like an introvert doesn't mean I can't talk to people and be expressive and things of that nature. The way that I view it, and it could be the wrong definition, but the way I look at an introvert is I find peace and solitude in like being alone. And like I prefer that.
Yeah.
So
deep.
like obviously I go out and work, or like I go to the gym, to the grocery store, or whatever. Like I can turn it on and I can conversate with anybody. That's fine. But at the end of the day, who I am as a person, I like peace.
Yeah.
I like
just chilling.
I like quiet.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm probably more 70-30 split of like an introvert.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
And I don't think there's obviously no right or wrong to introvert or extrovert. It's like you said, like, you know, finding a balance in a hybrid. Obviously, we're hybrids of both, because obviously I can be extroverted
completely,
and I can also be introverted.
Yeah.
I don't think an introvert means that like I don't have the confidence or whatever to talk to people, because obviously, you know, we can do that. I freaking talk to the wall, but I just think for me, an introvert is like just finding peace and
Mm-hmm.
happiness in like solidarity.
Yeah. And I think the quietness, that stoic is more as a confidence piece too, like you're saying. So that because sometimes people can be extremely outgoing, extremely loud, and whatever that reason is, but they're maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're not as confident as they may seem.
Yeah.
And maybe they're maybe they're an extrovert.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was just a good question. I know it was kind of random, but I was just like thinking about it. And
I like that though.
We were grabbing some food real quick before we hit some other med spas, and she was just asking me like, "What's a day in the life and the weekend of Jeffrey?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Well, I'll work, and I'll normally go to the gym with my boys, and I'll get food, and I'll either go hang out with some friends, see my family, or I'll just go home and watch movies because that's what I prefer."
Right.
You said people sometimes recharge by being around other people.
They do, yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I get my energy from just like peace and quiet.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm simple.
That's interesting. That's interesting though. There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it. Like,
which I love.
I can go out and I can talk to people, and when we go to these work events and stuff, like I'm probably one of the most talkative people there. It just says I just don't prefer it all the time.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I can obviously do it, but I just don't prefer it.
Well, and I think those events too, at least my
So
experience,
draining,
I was just going to say it wipes you out, bro.
Like
I'm
after
so
3
tired.
days of that, don't talk to me for a week.
Literally. 100%, man. Leave me alone. I don't want to
It's like max words spoken in the last 3 days. Like,
done.
I need to charge.
Yeah.
I know more for you.
Battery's dead.
Battery's dead.
It's dead. The AAA is dead, dude. You know what I mean? But
I know that was kind of a random question, but I was just curious.
No,
But we can go on to the next one.
That's a deep question, though.
It is a good one.
I like that, though. I like that.
It's finding the combination of introvert and extrovert that just suits you.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's so funny, bro. Like I can literally not even be in the mood to talk, and then it's like I'm sitting in the med spa and somebody comes out and I just turn the switch on.
It's kind of how I am too,
And
bro.
then right when I walk out of the med spa, I turn it off.
I'm kind of the same way though. Sometimes, like I'll be really confident. If I go to the grocery store, sometimes I like to just be quiet in there.
But you know what's crazy though, is I agree with you 100%. Even if I'm in a bad mood and I don't want to talk, I still will like in the grocery store. Talk to the woman behind me, like, hey, an older woman behind me or something, like, hey, or the cash register, the cashier, like, hey, how are you doing? Hope you have an amazing day.
Simple.
Hope you have an amazing Friday. It's a nice day outside. Hopefully you can get outside and enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Even in a shitty mood,
sure.
I'll still do that.
Yeah. Well, because that's your principles. Yeah. That's what you live by. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
But no, I've been there though, where it's like I don't want to go to. I just don't want to talk. Like I'm just like I'm in a mood. But like I'll still say hi, hey, how you doing? Like I always say hi. I'm always polite. Just try to say hi to someone. If someone looks at me, hey, how you doing?
Just respect.
Sometimes you get some stank eyes, but it is
whatever.
what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm not gonna change who I am. So, but no, man, I love that. It definitely got me thinking about some things for sure. As once we conclude this pod, but kind of getting into that next chapter, like we were talking about with the live stream. So I know we touched on it a little bit, but. This is something that we want to do moving forward. We talked about this.
The live streaming?
The live streaming.
Yes.
So this is one of many.
Every episode will be live streamed now.
So, and that means that we got to drop the Twitch link in the bio.
The Twitch link will be in the bio.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the next title. Just put the link as the title.
Yeah.
Have a link there. They just click on it.
100%.
That would be kind of cool. I don't know if you could do it. I have to look and see.
I don't know if you can.
I don't think so, but that would be pretty funny though.
Hyperlink.
Hyperlink it into the title. Yeah, right. No, but
shout out to chat.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. Who's ever in there was good, baby. But no, this is cool. This is cool. I'm excited to see. This is all reminds me of when we first set out on this journey a year and a half ago when we talked about doing the podcast. It's like seeing where we started to where we are now. I'm excited.
So much growth.
I'm excited to see that process with live streaming on Twitch and seeing what's gonna come.
Yeah,
because I don't know.
I want to order like some of those clip-on mics and do all that kind of stuff just to deliver better content, figure out like the whole landscape thing, and maybe end up getting a camera, which we could obviously use for another camera for the pod,
which would be sweet. Yeah, definitely got to figure all that stuff out.
A lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, a lot of big things.
It's exciting. Let's jump to that
exciting.
next topic though. Let's talk about the fitness journey and a little bit of a recap. What's been going on, man?
Let's talk, man.
You've been consistent in the gym. I always see. Yeah. I always see your posts.
I'm up there, baby. We're
always,
good. Yeah, we're good. I'm really trying to get it back dialed in. One thing I've been doing, was the other day, I didn't like. I feel like I've always had to wear headphones in the gym.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this like on a previous pod before. I'm trying not to maybe listen to as much music. I've noticed that on days that I'm really distracted or I have a lot going on, I try to listen to music to just maybe forget about my thoughts for now. So I'm trying to go in with a clear mind, sitting there, actually listening to my thoughts and actually try to problem solve. Yeah. Right? Because obviously when we're working out,
it's always there.
Always there with the juices are flowing, the blood's flowing, getting a good pump. I'm thinking more clearly. Okay, now I could really problem solve, as opposed to listening to either like Little Baby or Wayne or whatever, just to flood out those thoughts, right?
100%.
So that's been helpful for me. But been getting to the gym at least 4 to 5 days a week. Been trying to run about 2 days a week. Really trying to kind of figure out that like kind of hybrid athlete per se. My only thing that I struggle with, I've always struggled with this, is consuming the right amount of calories. Because I'm actually really curious of how you are sometimes. I talked about this with a buddy the other day. Whenever I'm in that workflow, I get like this anxious feeling where I just can't eat. Because if I eat,
interesting.
You know what I mean? I know some people, have you ever experienced that? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like you're so focused in on work, you're so locked in that like you're hungry, but you don't want to eat because when you eat, it's going to fill you up and you're going to kind of feel a little bit like lethargic. You don't want to be pushing towards whatever.
You don't want to like slow down or whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever felt that before?
I've never felt that.
See, dude, I've been feeling that a lot lately.
When I get hungry, I eat.
It's something, I don't know. It's something that I have to figure out because even when I was working in the schools, man, I couldn't because my job.
Have you tried like different, like maybe like portions? Like maybe don't eat as much.
Maybe. I don't know I'll try that.
Because I feel like the lethargia comes from like when you eat too much.
Could be. It's just so hard, man.
I know. Like if you were to have like, let's say like a peanut butter bagel and a protein shake, will that make you tired?
No, I don't know. I've never really
just a
tried
protein shake or just like a meal bar.
No, like protein shakes. I love
meal bars.
They do. Yeah, definitely something that I have to figure out for sure. But it's interesting. So
it is interesting. Something to look into.
Yeah, but no, I mean aside from the calorie consumption and protein consumption, like workouts have been great. I've been feeling really good.
Do you consistently eat like typically this same stuff every day?
I try to. I really do.
Like a routine?
I'm pretty routine based. I might be off by a couple hours though when I eat, which maybe could have an influx of
the
you know what I mean?
So what do you feel like you're struggling with then, like when it comes to calories? Because if you're eating the same thing most days, it should be pretty consistent.
Sometimes there's too much of a gap between meals. Some days there's 4 hours, some days there's 6 hours, some days there's 2 hours or 3. Like there's just an influx of the gap. So it ranges from maybe an hour and a half to 6 hours potentially.
I mean, I feel you on that because like when it comes to work and stuff, every day can be different. Like if I'm tied up and I got back to back meetings and I'm all the way out in fucking Algonquin or some shit.
It's tough,
right? I'm probably not gonna end up eating until later. So like, as far as the meal timing and the consistency with that, obviously it's a little bit more of an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
But I try to at least consistently hit some form or some minimum calorie every day.
I'm trying, and maybe that's something I work on today. Like actually structuring that out more in depthly because
now that you got a little bit more time and some, you don't necessarily have to like go into the school and an office and have 8 hours of your day. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of uncontrolled.
Yeah.
Maybe now this will allow you to get a little bit more structure when it comes down to that. Like wake up, go for a 20-minute walk or whatever, and then you have a banana and some oatmeal or some eggs and toast or whatever, and it's like have that, and then make sure you're drinking the water and hydrating and all that.
Yeah, the water's a big thing too.
Water's huge.
Some days
hydration.
Some days I realize I don't get enough, so I gotta sprinkle some pink Himalayan salt in there just to get some electrolytes flowing and whatnot. But so that's been what's been going on for me.
How have your workouts been going?
They've been doing good, bro. The shoulders, it's slowly getting there. That's been my biggest Achilles heel
for a while.
For a while, man. But it is getting there though. So workouts have been really good. It's just the calories, man, just so I can really start to put on. I want to gain at least 5 to 7 pounds. That's my goal.
By when? Like the end of the year?
But I'd say October, which is totally doable. I'm at about 185, 186 right now. If I can get to 190, 192.
It's like a pound a week.
That's all I need to do. But I want to do it. I need to do it the right way.
Yeah, not with like fucking Culver's.
Or throwing down pizzas. Right?
Shack.
Right. I want to do it.
Good pizza.
Oh man, me too, man. But I want to do it the right way. Right. So I have to get better with that. It's something that I'm going to be working on. But I will definitely keep you posted though when we reach
the listeners posted.
Yeah.
It's part of now. Here's the thing, right? Because now you're into your new chapter. We closed off the last chapter. Now you're into your new chapter. It's new adjustments.
Yeah, for sure.
You just have to get to the new get used to the new routine, the new adjustments, and what you're doing now compared to what you've been doing for the last 5-6 years. It's going to be different. It's a change. Your body is obviously going through some new stresses. You've done a lot. You guys bought a house, the engagement, right?
Yeah.
You know, closing off the last chapter, now rewriting your new chapter. A lot of things are going on, right? Stresses and are ebbing and flowing.
Yeah.
Life is different for you now compared to how it's been the last 5 or 6 years.
Totally.
It's normal that your body's going through a little bit of a, what the fuck's going on, right? Because normally it's August is around the corner. You're getting ready to go back to school, getting back into that swing of things, but it's different.
It's like that chaos component is eliminated.
Now you have a little bit more control, though. So you got a little bit more power now where you can actually design your whole week around what's going to be the most fruitful for you and Tina and everything that you guys are building here. So that's it, brother.
I
doesn't all need to be solved today.
For sure. I appreciate that, though, that perspective. And that's something I've been learning, too, whether it's conversations with Tina or even talking with, with my therapist, just giving me that different vantage point and perspective, because there's a lot of changes that I don't really realize because I've always been just go, and not slow down. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm excited about what's to come, and we'll definitely keep you guys posted on that journey.
Yeah.
However, I am really curious though about you and this is a new look Jeffrey in front of me right now. This is a new look Jeffrey. He looks a little different walking through the door today. Right? Yeah. Talk to us, bro. Talk to us. What you've been doing,
dude. I've been, I don't know, man. I've been eating a lot cleaner, eating different. Running a lot more. Obviously, I got another half marathon coming up in September on the 15th.
I'm so mad I can't make it. Shout out to the boys.
Doing the donut race with Jake Jones. Shout out Jake Jones. Another half marathon coming up. And I've had a goal, dude. I want to run the race at 185.
Yeah.
And
good for you, bro.
Just because last year when I did it, it was, I was under the weather. It was end of October. I fell off on my training the last couple, the last month and a half before it, just because I started a new job. And, these are all excuses or whatever, but I was too heavy. And I've probably been since last, I don't know, August or whatever, above 200 or like right around 200. And it's like, that's all fine and good. But I think my true like walk around weight where I'm feeling the happiest is between like 180 and 190.
Yeah.
Right. And I stepped on the scale before I came over here. And after the run, I was 187.8.
Let's go.
So
let's go. And
bro. I was 205, dude, fucking a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So I'm down like 17, 18 pounds.
I was going to say, you definitely look, and I didn't say it last time we were together, but
a little bit leaner.
You definitely look, you're looking lean and lean and mean.
Man. That's it.
Seriously, though.
A little bit healthier,
you are, bro.
Leaner.
Yeah.
Just enjoying life, man. That's it. I've been eating cleaner, back on the chicken and rice, been measuring it out, 6 ounces of protein, whether that's beef, rice, whatever, 200 grams of a carb. Been consuming a lot of fruits and veggies and vitamins and just being consistent and just getting back to my roots. The training is still going crazy, man. I was still able to hit the hundreds on shoulder press yesterday for 10.
That was my actually. I was going to ask you that.
I haven't been losing too much strength. I felt it in some lifts.
Okay.
Primarily squat.
So you've noticed a decline in squat.
A decline for sure, man. I mean, I'm 20 pounds lighter than I've been.
That makes complete sense,
and
right?
The weight's feeling a little bit heavier. We still do it ass to grass, right?
Always
sets of 10, everything.
Queasy.
But instead of going up to 315, I'm doing a little bit more like 275 for sets of 10.
Just repping
which is
it
good.
Out,
just good reps.
Totally, bro.
And then it's obviously, I've been in a caloric deficit. I mean, that's the only way that I've probably lost 20 pounds,
absolutely.
right?
And the running helps too.
And running helps. I ran 7 miles this morning, but just feels good, man.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, so you haven't
it's
noticed?
Weird. I feel like sharper and like more focused.
Yeah. It almost reminds me of when we did like the 90-day fitness challenge.
The 90-day challenge.
Because I was, and like when I did
physique summer grind.
Physique summer challenge, baby. Let's go. I miss that, bro. We should.
I still got that booklet.
I have it too, bro. I have the PDF.
I took my time on that, bro. Hours.
We said
that thing was clean,
dude. The way we said that at the same exact time, I love that. PDF, bro. Oh my God. But
it's like 31 pages, man, in depth.
Deep, bro. It was clean. You did a hell of a job, bro.
Canva.
Oh my, it looked sharp.
First thing I did on Canva.
She looks sharp, dude. Wow. Canva expert over here, everyone. If you need any Canva advice, Jeffrey Harper.
No, but here's the thing, man. And it's all about, I think the reason why I feel so much better is because I've nixed out a lot of the Portillos and all that other stuff, man. I'm just back to the lean proteins, the chicken, the beef, the rice, the jasmine rice. Jersey Mike's clean sandwiches,
simple.
Right? A little ham and turkey and like some lettuce and onion. I'm probably going to go get one of those on the way home. I've been doing these kind of mass gainer protein shakes from Tropical just because I get so busy during the day. I still need to get my calories in. It's like 1,200 calories. It's 35 grams of protein, collagen, right? So it's like the rawhide protein, which is clean. It's lean. It's also good for just hair, skin, nails, joints, all that kind of stuff. Loaded with vitamins. It's only got strawberries and bananas in it, ice and water. It's lean. It's got peanut butter in it, oats. I feel good off of it, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably realistically only consuming about 25 to 3,000 calories, 2,500 to 3,000.
Okay.
And
wait, that's you were around 5,000.
I was
right
around
Plus?
5 to 6. Bro.
Say you're up.
And I didn't like just go from all that down.
Of
to
course
here.
not.
I've been weaning off of it.
Absolutely.
But like probably where I'm at right now is like 2,500 to 3,000 a day.
Damn. And
I'd say probably about 3,000 because like the protein shake's 1,200.
Okay.
And then I'll normally eat a couple other meals outside of that, obviously, because I prefer to eat my food and eat my proteins and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, it's just what's kind of weird is like I stopped doing the MyFitnessPal. I stopped tracking it. I eat when I'm hungry, and I don't overeat. I eat until I'm satisfied, and I you know what I mean? I just listen to my body. Some days I might need to eat a little bit more like today after running, and some days I eat a little bit less.
Yeah, right.
It is what it is.
For
but
sure.
I feel the best that I felt in years, which is wild. Clarity's through the roof. I don't know.
I'm proud of you, bro.
I like this.
That's hard.
Appreciate
I know that's not easy, man. I know it's not. There's a lot of changes because when you have that wear and tear, then you lose 15 pounds or 16 pounds in maybe a couple weeks or a month or so.
Of the strength, though.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is you're still doing that. So with that, is your protein up or is it the same or what's your target with protein that you usually?
It's probably a little bit lower. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not tracking it.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know. Obviously, the rule of thumb is you try to eat like a gram of protein per
body pound.
Body weight.
Yeah, per body weight. Yep.
But I'm definitely getting over 100, probably 120 every day.
Yeah. And then about 3,000 calories on top of that. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's really good, dude.
Decent.
Okay. So your goal is to get about 185.
And it's September 15th.
That's we're almost 2 months out.
Yeah, a little bit under 2 months.
Or sorry, a little under 2.
I think it's like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's on a Sunday. I think it's 6 weeks from today. And I weighed in at 188. Probably at the end of the day today, I'll be around 190. So like, I don't even really have to be losing too much weight before that.
No, you're good.
If I could run it at 180, that'd be lit. I also don't want to get too small.
Right.
This is the lightest I've been probably since 2021, 3 years.
Really?
I looked at I had a memory come up, and it was when I started my summer grind in 2021 before I moved back here. I think the photo was from like May, and I was like 186 point something. And I think that was probably the last time I saw 1.8 with my body weight.
Yeah. That's nuts,
I've been 190 plus, man, for the last 3 years.
Say,
for sure.
You've been up there.
I was a big boy for a while.
You were, bro.
Strong,
you
big
have
boy.
to, though, throwing some of that weight around, though, bro, for real. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But that's crazy, though, man.
I feel good, though,
That's
man.
crazy, but that's awesome, though, man. And that's coming soon. I'm excited for you guys.
Jake Jones,
the man, dude.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, man. And I know he's training. He's getting ready. He's working his tail off, too. Wish I could be out there with you boys, man, but
you got a wedding that weekend, right?
It's tough.
We'll do another race.
We will. No, for sure. I mean, I'm still running. You know that. I'm still running, getting into it. So that's not what I'm not worried about. That
7 miles today, dude, was pretty decent.
Yeah, I know.
Not at a crazy pace, but I didn't have to stop one time.
And I think that's the key.
I pulled last week. I tried to push it a little bit too much. I was running at like a 9:15 pace, and I had to pull up once. And also too, I forget what I did. I hit like legs hard on like Friday.
And you ran on a Saturday or Sunday?
And I ran on a Sunday.
Oh,
and it's normally the second day that's the
Mm.
worst. And I remember like mile 3, my legs were like cinder blocks.
Yeah, bro.
So this time I didn't do that. And I was able to just coast. I did a little bit of a slower pace because one thing, and it's the ego.
Yeah, I know.
Not every not every run has to be balls to the wall, especially on the longer runs.
Yeah.
They say run slower so that you can run faster, if that makes sense, come
For sure.
race day. So I slowed it down. Today I was around like a 9:50 to a 10-minute pace per mile. I wasn't stopping, but it was just my legs needed to see 7.
Yeah.
I needed to see, an hour straight of running.
Boom.
And I did it.
And they did it, yeah.
Because I'm not nearly as tired now than last week. It fucked me up.
Yeah.
The whole day I was dead after that.
Yeah.
But like here, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to challenge you to do this, though. So you said races on a Sunday?
It is on a Sunday.
So
on the September 15th.
Okay, 15th. So September 13th, I need you to hit legs 5 sets of 12 for 315.
Fuck that.
And lunges.
You know what we need to do next time that we hit legs, bro? Let's do the 10 by 10 challenge.
Oh,
10 by 10 at 225.
I'm down. I'll be honest. I haven't squatted. I've been doing the pit shark I told you about. I did the last.
Pit shark will fuck you up.
Dude, pit sharks, I love it though, bro. I've been doing that. It's just been better for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I probably should go back to that because the last couple weeks, my lower back's been aggravating me. And that's why I started squatting again.
Yeah.
And I got to 225 and for 10. I've been hitting at 10 my last set. But like, I got to be careful with my back. So
squatting's hard. You were about?
No, I probably should start wearing a belt.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I probably should. They have it at the basement. I just need to wear it.
I'm telling you, bro, like we're getting up there in age.
I know, I should.
I sometimes, it's crazy. Sometimes it depends on how my body feels, and I'm going to sound like a fucking hypocrite saying this. Sometimes I won't wear a belt, even at 275.
Yeah.
But recently, I've started even putting it on once I get up to like 225.
I should do that.
Just cause, bro.
I'd rather.
It's just good.
It is. You're right.
We're getting older.
Yeah, I'm trying to be around for a while, moving, being active.
I put my knee sleeves on at 75 and 315.
Yeah, see, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, I think I
feel good, man.
Yeah, that's something.
This isn't a competition. I'm not here to impress anybody. I just want to get better than I was yesterday.
Amen. Simple as that.
That's it.
And our podcast is done. I'm just kidding.
And podcast done. Later, guys.
Yeah, right.
Later, chat.
Yeah, right. No, but I mean, there's a lot of exciting things that are taking place right now, and I think in both of our lives that we need to be appreciative of and be thankful for.
1,000%. Going back to what you were saying though, because I want to say this about the pitch arc, you can do so much on that thing,
dude.
You don't only have to hit legs. Have you hit bent over rows on that? With the straight
people
bar?
do it all the time. I've not done it, but I've seen it though.
It's the craziest squeeze. It's the craziest squeeze.
I'm gonna start doing that.
And you can hit RDLs on it.
Yes, dude.
You obviously can do all the different squat variations. You can do the bent over rows. You're gonna look like an idiot if you're bicep curling on it.
I was just gonna say,
you can do a lot of stuff on there, man. They had one at Signature, and I remember doing like some back workouts on there and crazy.
I love
squeeze.
the pit. Yeah. Someone was doing that the other day.
The bent over
with
rows
the pitch shark.
and the RDLs are crazy on there.
I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah.
Do the RDLs.
I'll do it.
Grab like a
I'll do it
5 pound
this
weight,
week.
elevate your toes.
Oh yeah.
Get a small little straight bar like the ones you can do for like tricep push downs.
Yep.
And do RDLs
Boom.
on it.
The money.
Dude, I love RDLs.
RDLs
I
are
rip
money.
RDLs after squats.
Yes.
After heavy squats.
Yes.
I do dumbbell RDLs, toes elevated.
Okay.
Usually we do 4 or 5 sets of like 10 to 15. Like pretty heavy, like 60-pound dumbbells, 70-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Get those hammies strong, man.
I've been doing straight bar. I was doing 185, like 4 sets of 6 to 8, kind of that range.
Good. That's good.
I don't want to go any heavier than that. I think that's a good range for me.
I
right
love
now.
the straight bar, but I feel like for me personally, when I do the straight bar, my lower back takes over.
And maybe that's why my back's hurting me right now. I'm not doing. I need. That's something I need to.
Because with the dumbbells, you can get a little bit more creative with the angle you're holding it. Keep it closer here and get a little bit more of that hamstring activation. Versus like here, it's your hands has to stay like this.
Yeah.
Versus like when you're doing it with the dumbbell, I can kind of
turn on the
curve
side.
around on the side.
That
you
is
know what
nice.
I mean?
Yeah.
Get a little bit of a different angle. But hey, we talk workout all day.
We could,
talk
man.
working out
I love
all day.
that. I
It's
love
my
that.
trainer right here. But listen, we talked about some great things here.
Yeah.
Right? It's good.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
It's good, man.
A lot of good things coming. A lot of exciting things coming for the podcast and for Coleton, for myself.
Yeah.
I just want to continue to be better than we were yesterday.
That's it.
And today. Just continue to get better. And I hope we have a game tomorrow.
Oh, dude.
It's raining right now.
I'm nervous, man. I don't want to even talk about it, but we have to.
We haven't played since literally the week before July 4th.
It is
we have
raining,
not played
isn't it?
We have not played in almost a month, bro.
I haven't played in longer because
I actually think it's been a month.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Because we played the Monday before the Hergich Bash. So the Hergich Bash was on what, a Wednesday?
Yep.
So that would have been the 1st. And then think about a week before that. It was like the 23rd or the 24th. We literally haven't played a softball game in a month because of the weather.
I'm so sick.
We were off because of July 4th. And then the next week.
I was out of town. I was in Vegas. But you guys, that was the walk-off win against the second best team
Oh, so
in the league.
we did play after the Bash?
You did, yeah. That was the last time you played.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So this will be 3 weeks tomorrow if we don't play. When we don't play, I'm just going to say it. It's probably not going to happen. I hate to be that guy, but look at this.
Right as soon as we just started talking about it,
downpouring.
It started pouring.
Holy cow.
And I stood up.
He did. He's excited. Love the rain. Love it.
You know what? But let's leave it there.
Dangle it.
Let's dangle the carrot.
Dangle the carrot, baby.
As always, thank you guys so much for the continuous support, listening each and every week. As you know, new episodes every single Tuesday. Thank you so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. Thank you for tuning back in and taking another step with us on this journey. As always, we'll catch you on the next one. We love you.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Peace.
54. How's it go?